now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi all. Good morning, good afternoon. Today I would like to talk about Louis Zamperini, a person from the movie Unbroken that inspired me. If you have never seen Unbroken, I highly recommend that you should see it. The film is about the true story of Louis Zamperini, the person who became an inspiration. Born to the family of Italian immigrants, Louis Zamperini moved from New York to Torrance, California. While living in Torrance as a little boy, Louis was a troublemaker. He was a smoker and drinker at the age of 5, and was stealing things. He deflated the tires of his teacher's car, and he was also bullied by the neighborhood kids for not speaking English. Encouraged by his brother Pete with his strong support, Louis joined the track team and broke the record for every second that he had ran since he had joined the track team, and was qualified for the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin. In 1936, during the Berlin Olympic Games, Louis Zamperini competed in the men's 5,000-meter relay against another American record holder, Don Lash. Louis' fastest time was 58 seconds for the final lap that even Adolf Hitler insisted on meeting him. Louis enlisted in the Army Air Corps as a bombardier. His first assignment was the B-24 Liberator, whom his crew named Superman. Louis cheated death 47 times while serving as a bombardier, which earned him the nickname Lucky Louie. On the 27th of May 1943, Louis and his crew members were assigned the B-24, the Green Hornet, an airplane that was salvaged for spare parts on a search and rescue mission. At one point in the mission, the Green Hornet's left two engines failed and the plane crashed into the Pacific, 800 miles south of Oahu. Louis Zamperini, tail gunner Francis McNamara, and pilot Russell Allen Phillips survived the crash. Their life rafts were poorly equipped by not having a waterproof radio, desalination pills, water filters for desalination, or rain catches. All the three men had were 6 to 10 bars of chocolate and 10 pints of emergency drinking water and a couple of fish hooks. On the first night, Mac ate all the chocolate, eliminating days' worth of rations, and put his survival and his raft mate's survival at stake. A plane spotted them the next day, but it was forced to turn back due to low clouds. The trio managed to fend off shark attacks, dehydration, and the equatorial sun. They used albatross meat for bait to catch fish that schooled near the rafts, and ate the liver of sharks that they had caught, and drinking captured rainwater that they had caught in their tin cans from passing downpours. On the 27th day adrift, Louis and his two crewmates were attacked and strafed by a Japanese bomber and found themselves in the water with the sharks below, with bullets raining down from above, and left the rafts punctured with 46 bullet holes and left in the verge of ruin. And it took days to patch up every hole and bail out all the water, which was difficult. On the 33rd day at sea, Francis McNamara died. Zamperini and Phillips were captured by the Japanese and taken to the Marshall Islands, to the island of Kwajalein, where they were used for medical experiments and interrogated by their Japanese captors about the American war strategy to defeat Japan. Louis was sent to Aomori prison camp in Tokyo, located on a man-made island, where he met Mutsuhiro the Bird Watanabe, who was relentless in tormenting him and breaking his will and spirit. He was eventually transferred to Naoetsu work camp, located near the Sea of Japan, after refusing to do a second broadcast. Louis and the prisoners worked on loading and unloading the coal barges and ships that brought the coal into the camp. The men were blackened with coal dust up to an inch thick. The shovelers shoveled the coal from the barge or ship and onto the backs of the basketeers, whom carried around 47 to 50 pounds of it. And on one occasion, Watanabe had ordered Louis to hold a large wooden 2x4 over his head and just hold it there. Louis held that 2x4 over his head for 37 seconds, as stated by British POW Tom Lade and Commander John Allison Fitzgerald. After the war, Louis was a national hero and repatriated. He married Miami deputy Cynthia Applewhite in 1946. He forgave many of his former Japanese captors, and in the winter of 1998 ran once again in the Winter Olympic Games in Nagano, Japan, as a torchbearer. On December 24th, 2014, the inspirational biographical film Unbroken told the story of Louis' life, and it inspired many others. As a lesson, we can always learn to be strong and have faith, as a lesson from the movie Unbroken, and we can be strong during times of desperation. When Louis was held in the Japanese prison camp, the bird would try to break him, but Louis endured and he could not be broken. The two most inspirational quotes are, "If I can take it, I can make it," and "A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory." Thank you all for coming. I hope you all have enjoyed.
Okay. Any questions? What makes you admire him most?
Because Louis had endured hard. When Louis was going through a hard time, he always endured it.
Enjoyed it or?
Endure.
Endured it. Okay.
Yeah, Louis endured it.
Okay. And so that's why you feel that he's an inspiration.
Yeah.
The book is excellent also. There is a book before the movie.
Yeah.
I read it.
I got one more thing to say. You should watch the movie Unbroken. It's on DVD. I think it's on DVD.
Okay.
You should all watch it.
Thank you,
for
Hansoo.
hearing, and I hope you all have enjoyed.
And